What's up everybody and welcome back to an Idiot's Road to Glory episode number 29, where as you can see by the clip, which is actually a clip from the end of last episode, we had 121,000 coins. And as you guys like to take the mick out of me for saying, did a bit of sniping. So today we're going to be talking about the new league SBCs, the League 1 and the Chinese League, and we're going to be showing you guys some sniping and how I made some coins from it, and then taking a little bit of a look at them and seeing whether we want to do these ones or any ones in the future. So to jump for some footage that actually came after that, you can see I sold my Skriniar for 12.5k. I'd already done at this point a little bit of sniping. You can see there's one up for sale. I've already sold one, and I picked up a couple of Chinese League players for like 500 coins and sold them on for about 1,000 as well. And we were just waiting for that other silver dude to sell whilst we went and try and picked up some players. So what I was sniping was the Ligue 1, the French First Division, and I basically just had a look through the players. You can see we got 115k because we just bought this dude, and we've got another guy chilling in our unassigned as well because we already had one of him listed up. And basically I just flick through the teams and see which team had quite a few players in a certain like filter, like midfielders or all of the players. Like the very first team you can do all of the silvers. The second team, it's just the midfielders. So the midfielders seem to be working for this. So I hopped on it and started sniping, and we picked up this guy for just over 1,000 coins and sold them for almost 6,000. So we listed them up. He did take a little bit of time to sell, but you guys are going to see later on in this episode, prices with this stuff is very, very, very all over the place. So you do want to be careful, and you do want to make sure that you get the stuff sold basically straight away before the market can go a little bit too mental. So you picked up a left mid this time for 1,600 coins. And like I said, with regards to making sure stuff sells, always check the price, because especially with this stuff and especially with the new SBCs and people jumping on them, and you'll see in a second, once we get to like the 40th minute, because this was like 20 minutes past 6, there's just crap loads of stuff from people. Like, look at how many things there's, like the 47, 48, 49, 50, there's pages and pages and pages of this random silver dude from people seeing the SBC and then going and listing them up from their club. So you do have to be careful, and you do have to make sure you're always checking the price, but we're going to make quite a tidy bit of profit on this guy as well. And while we do some sniping and stuff like that, let's do today's comment of the day, which comes from Elliot Peacock, who said, "Hey Andy," and people scrolling through the comments, "I'd recommend buying either Alan, Milinkovic-Savic, Seri, Fred, Bonaventura, Saul, like you mentioned, and basically just list them, a load of super subs." And to be honest with you, I think Alan is probably a very, very good one to go for. We have Milinkovic-Savic, but he's like 30,000 coins, and even though he's really, really good, I don't quite like the idea of spending 30k on a sub. And I think the same goes for Fred, isn't he? Like 20,000. Seri's pretty decent. We could go for Seri, could go for Bonaventura or Saul, but I might just pick up Alan because he's just really annoying and always really, really good. As we picked up another one, this time a centre mid. So the centre mids aren't worth quite as much as the other ones. They're worth like 2,400, 2,500, whereas the right mids are worth like nearly 6k. And I think the left mids worth a few thousand as well. And like I said, the price changes all of the time. So later on in the video, we're going to be selling these right mids for like 6,800. But then a little bit before that, we're selling them for 4,200. So it just goes all over the place. And yeah, you could keep hold of them. All of the ones that I end up selling for 4,200, I could have kept and sold them for 6,800. But they also could have gone down to 3,000. So the market's a little bit all over the place. Maybe some of you guys are a bit more experienced in it and probably could have predicted that. I just wanted to take the guaranteed profits. That was what I was doing. I picked up another right mid, 1,500 coins, and once the other one sells for 5,900, we'll list this one for 5,900, and he will sell as well. So make an absolute bank from this filter, and it was going really, really, really well. And like I said, we can spend some of the coins on the suggestions from Elliot, pick ourselves up an Alan maybe. Maybe I'll treat myself to a Milinkovic-Savic. I'll probably just go for Alan, but we are looking to make a God squad for FUT Champs. So I'm quickly actually going to check. Milinkovic-Savic costs 20k. Maybe I'll treat myself to a Milinkovic-Savic for a super sub. That could be a very, very good idea. Pop that guy into our club for now, because we're running out of... The problem with all of this investing in these 83s is that my unassigned, I can't open my packs for FUT Champs because I'm unassigned, and my trade pass absolutely rammed as well. So we're struggling for space when we're doing our sniping, but we're making coins. We're making quite a lot of coins as well, which is very, very nice, as you guys are going to see towards the end of this little sniping section. And when we jump into live, there's going to be so many coins chilling on our account. And we're going to take a look at whether we should go and actually do any of these SBCs or maybe prep for some of the other ones. We even jumped onto a different team. I think I'm now literally just sniping silvers from the very first team. So that is Angers, I think, or is it Amiens? One of them's Angers, one of them's Amiens. I'm not really too sure. But the first team that comes up, because everyone completes that SBC first, all of their silver players are worth a few thousand coins. Like we got this guy for 850. We're listing him up for just under 3k. So that's like an easy 2,000 coins profit. And then we got this one for 500, and we're going to list up the exact same. So that's like another 2.5k we've just paid instantly. It's well good. That was for just the team. I got a goalie and then I got a CDM. And then for the Amiens ones, I think was the midfielders. If you get centre mids, you're making 1,000 coins or two. And if you get right mids or left mids, you're making an absolute fortune once they do eventually sell. But like I said, the prices go a little bit all over the place. And sometimes they sell instantly. Other times they can take a little bit. Yeah, so Angers is the one where you do just the midfielders, and Amiens is the one where you do anyone. Anyway, so you guys can try this out, although I did give up because I'm pretty sure somebody put a bot on it, because I was getting basically everything. I missed that one. That was 700 coins, which is kind of frustrating. We did actually start to miss stuff, but it wasn't like consistently. We were actually getting things, and when I missed this one, I did decide to start flicking through the ones and try and find a filter where I just added to myself, and we jumped onto Montpellier, picked up this dude for 1,100 coins, which is pretty decent, and then we're just going to check his price and list them up. I do still think there is bots in this game, and I'm pretty sure somebody made a Google Chrome extension that EA forced them to remove from the Chrome store, where it basically turns your web app into a bot, which is incredibly annoying. So let me know what you think about that down in the comment section. It does kind of make me think maybe they should disable the web app, but then maybe they should just disable the markets on it. I don't know. That's really frustrating because it's such a nice little tool, and like you can go on it and do some SBCs when you're on the train, or you can do a little bit of trading or buy new players on the way home and stuff like that. It's just a cool little addition to the game. But then at the same time, it does make sniping kind of impossible once somebody either uses that, because they don't have any delay. They like press a key to search, and if something comes up, they press a key and it just instantly buys it. Whereas I have to wait for the menu to load and click on the stuff, and it's a little bit unfair. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. In an ideal world, but because I don't use the web app at all, because I'm always just at home and I'm always playing on FIFA, I would personally just turn the web app off. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, because I'm sure with you guys like going to school or having normal jobs or going to uni or college or anything like that, you probably use the web app a bit more than me if you're like properly into your FIFA. But you see, we picked this guy for 1,100 coins. I'm going to sell him on for 3,000. What are we going for? 2,900. So that's still like 1,800 coins profit before tax, which is pretty decent, so you can't say no to that. And also, let me know down in the comment section as well what you guys would like to see in future episodes of The Road to Glory. Like, we're on episode 29 now. We've almost done 30 whole episodes in a row without skipping a day, and I'm loving it. And I really like playing The Road to Glory, and I really like filming each day and just grinding it out and playing, and it gives me something just to focus on all of the time. Like, I don't have to. Okay, so this is where it's going to go with my first full Ghani is sold for 6k, so we're listing this one up for the same price, and he's going to sell eventually as well. Absolute steal. We've made like 4,000 coins on him there, which is ridiculous. Doing the Road to Glory means I always have a video that I know I can make, but because I do it every single day, it does become difficult to actually think of fresh new topics every single day. So if there's anything you guys would like to see, if there's anything repetitive that I could do, like I suppose we have FUT Champs rewards and we have Div Rivals rewards every week, or every week that I actually play. Maybe we should do some squad battles, and we can have squad battles rewards as well. We're always doing sniping for the new SBCs. I'd like to be able to do the new SBCs, but they just aren't good value for money. Like, if we could do a video on doing the new Scream SBCs and opening all the packs, that'd be sick. But like, you spend 25k and you get like a 20k pack, it's pretty stupid. Like, there's literally no point in doing it. It's just a waste of coins. So unfortunately, we aren't going to be doing them. So if there's anything you guys would like to see, please do pop it down in the comment section. Any things I could do, maybe we could do a FUT draft, maybe I know you guys are always asking for tutorials and stuff. Maybe I can show you guys how to score free kicks, because I did my custom tactics today. But anyway, basically, any ideas, pop them down in the comment section, please. We'll make that tomorrow's comment of the day, because as much as I enjoy recording and making an episode of this every single day, it does become difficult to not just constantly repeat myself and do the same stuff over and over again. And I want to keep it interesting for you guys at the same time. I don't want it to just be me logging on and I did some sniping and I played a few games of Div Rivals, and then the next day and I did some sniping and I played a few. Do you know what I mean? Like, there needs to be a little bit of variation and stuff that we can talk about, even if it's not necessarily actually variation in the stuff. If we're just sniping and playing Div Rivals and stuff, if it's just variation in what you guys want me to talk about and different things like that, maybe we could make it a couple of the episodes a bit podcasty and just talk about topics or anything like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You guys have always got loads of ideas, and we'll make that comment of the day for tomorrow. But as you can see, at this point, the right mids have actually changed in price, and they're now, if you want to sell one, you have to list it up for about 4,200. Whereas before, I was listing them up for 5.9. I mean, this is only Rene Adelaide's, but he's non-rare. So what I decided to do was try and snipe just the right mids instead of all of them, And pretty much instantly, we picked up René Adelaide for 3,000 coins, and we're going to list him up for 4,200 and make some coins. So not only is he a Squad Builder Showdown legend, he is now a Road to Glory legend, making me absolute bank. And you'll see later on, I end up listing some of these guys up. I think I went for my dinner. I don't know if we've already played through that clip. Came back and they'd sold, and it'd been a while. I think this is now when the price had changed. And then I went away and played, this is it, I went away and played some Div Rivals games. You can see I lost that one 3-2. We're getting on towards Div 2. It's getting proper boring to play Div Rivals. Everyone tries far too hard, just really good at abusing the mechanics that make the game really boring, like AI Defender and stuff like that. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. We went away, we played some Div Rivals, and when we came back after selling our stuff, like you can see that one sold for 4,200, they were actually worth about 7k when we rechecked the price, which was pretty crazy. Like I said, the price is absolutely all over the place. This was probably like an hour and a half later, maybe a bit more than that. Played some Div Rivals. I can't remember if I went and watched some TV or anything like that, but 7,200. It didn't quite sell, but like 7k if you want to get it to sell. So I decided, okay, we're going to jump back on this. We're going to snipe some more of them, and we picked up a full Garni for 4,000 coins, and we're just going to list straight up for, I believe it was 6,800. And this filter was just doing absolute bits for me and making me a bloody fortune. In spread out, it was probably over a couple of hours, but actually sitting there doing the sniping, it wasn't massive amounts of time. Like you guys can see when we go and actually do some searching, they come up pretty sharpish. Like at this point there was like 9 million things on the PlayStation market, and I was picking these bad boys up quite easily. There wasn't really too much competition in them. Like we missed one or two, but nothing major. Like sometimes I get them, sometimes I wouldn't get them. Most of the times I get them, sometimes I wouldn't. It's just another person getting them. But then it got to the point after we picked this one up, 4,000 coins, list them up for 6,800, and they sell pretty much instantly. It got to the point where I just couldn't get one. No matter what I did, no matter how fast I clicked the buttons, no matter how, if I seen it on exactly on an hour. I seen that one on 58 seconds, but this was like 4 or 5 of them where I hadn't got a single one. And I'd seen one on like 700 coins or something stupid like that, and we would have made like 6k off it. But I literally couldn't get a single card, and basically just gave up. So if we jump to live, just to illustrate even more the difference in price and how it can change and how you need to be careful with it, they are now worth about, I think it's about 5,000 coins. There's not one up for 5. Okay, so it's just under 6. So 5,800 is what these guys are now worth. So the price changes a lot, and you need to be careful with them. So if I'd have, when they were all going for like 6,800, like, oh, these boys are on the rise, I'll hold on to these and sell them for 8k. They've gone down. So it's all over the place. Just take the profit is basically what I would say there. Yeah, there seemed to be a bot on it. I just couldn't win any of them. I don't know what it was. There's only 5.6 million things on the market at the moment on PlayStation because the servers are kind of broken. So what we're going to do is instead talk about the League SBCs and whether that, A, whether they're actually worth doing, and B, if there's any ones that we think might be worth doing or if we could invest in. So this Chinese League one, you can't actually see the players, which is really annoying. So I'm going to go on Footbin. You get yourself a Oscar or a, I can't remember the other one for the Chinese League, which is why I need to look it up. But basically, to do the SBC costs about 150,000 coins. So it's an 86 rated Oscar, I think is the better player for it. For 150k untradeable is not a particularly good deal if you ask me. Oh, there it is, Augusto. Okay, so 86 Augusto or 86 Oscar for 150k, not a particularly good deal. The League Earn one, you can get yourself an 86 Memphis Depay, which is pretty mental, or an 87,000, and the cards look really, really good as well. But like the actual, just the card looks nice, like because it's purpley, pinky kind of colour, and the stats are all really good. But anyway, that one, the cards look sick, but it costs over 400,000 coins to do, mainly because of stuff like that, with the right mid from this Angers costing like 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7k, depending when you buy them. It's a little bit ridiculous. And most of that comes from the fact that they don't particularly have many gold. It's when they don't have enough gold players to finish the team. You need silver players, and you can't get silver players in packs, in gold packs these days. So there's just a very, very limited supply of them, which is kind of frustrating. So, but I don't want to do these ones. Like 450k is ridiculous, and 150k isn't too bad. Like, we've obviously got that coin just chilling there, and we've got loads of investments and stuff as well. But I don't think it's worth it for an Oscar. Although people are saying to me that the Chinese Super League is finishing soon, so maybe that'll be the best card you get from the Chinese League all year. And it could be worth slowly ticking towards it and trying to pick the cards up for a couple hundred coins each, and slowly grinding out that SBC one team at a time, and eventually you'll have it. But by that point, you'll have well better players than an 86 rated Oscar anyway. So it does make me think that it's probably not really worth doing for these ones, but it does also make me think maybe the Premier League one will be worth doing it. Maybe the Bundesliga one will be worth doing. The Premier League one and the La Liga one last year were sick. Like, I mean, you got Harry Kane for the Prem one, which was kind of crap because he had so many Player of the Month cards anyway. I think that was last year. It might have been De Bruyne, actually. I can't really remember. I didn't do them. It's basically what I'm getting at because the Premier League one didn't seem very worth doing. And then the La Liga one was actually sick. Like, you got a Suarez that was insanely good. But I couldn't afford it. I wasn't very good at the Road to Glory last year. Maybe this year we could. Maybe we could go and buy all of the players now. So we've got a full starting 11 from every team before the prices go ridiculous. And then we can either do it or sell all of the players on and make an absolute fortune. So let's say I went and bought all of the silver players, every single silver player from a team that you need to do the La Liga one. And then when it comes out and it's offering you, I don't know, an Isco or a Coutinho or something like that, people are going to want it. And I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, I've either got them all, I spent 100k on the whole lot, I can either just do it and take my player for 100k, or I can sell them all for 500k and I've made an absolute fortune. So maybe that's something worth doing. So for me, personally, these League SBCs are pretty fun content for people who've got more coins than cents, but personally, at the moment, I won't be doing any of them. I feel like they could maybe tone them down a little bit and make them a bit more affordable. Like for instance, with this Anges one, or however you pronounce it, I imagine it already had, do you know when you do like the Player of the Month ones and it's got like a locked position already in there? I imagine it already had the locked right mid for Anges already in there, and or maybe it had just a couple of them blank and you didn't have to put a right mid in, you didn't have to put a left mid in because they're ridiculously priced, you didn't have to put a goalkeeper in, maybe they're stupidly priced or something, and it just makes it more affordable to actually get the players. I don't know, let me know what you think. I feel like they could adjust them a little bit. I don't know if 450k for Depay seems a little bit crazy. I mean, it's a pretty good upgrade. He's gone from an 83 to an 86. He's got +3 basically on every stat, but I don't think it's worth the difference from like normal Depay's 4k and that one's 450k and it's untradeable. It's not for me. It's probably not for me. I mean, I don't think any of them would be for me, but we could maybe invest in them and get all the players that you're going to need for them. And then for the people who want to do it, we can fleece them for coins and make an absolute fortune. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section about that as well. But also what you'd like to see going forward in this series. Any stuff you'd like me to talk about, any different types of videos you'd like to see. Even just as new stuff comes out. Like we've just had a little bit of, I've done some trading with this one. We could even just have a chat and show you guys what the new players are like and what their stats and stuff are. In fact, I can actually go and do that and show you guys this Depay. You can't bring them up like with every other SBC. When there's a reward player, I don't know if you guys know this, I didn't know this at all. Like for example, this Royce, if you press R3, it brings the Royce up and you can see like all of his in-game stats and everything like that, which is pretty sick. But unfortunately, the league ones are player picks, so you don't get to see nothing. Oh yeah, you do. You have to press start. There you go. So there's the Augusto and the Oscar for the CSL one, and then these are the two players for the Ligue 1 one. The Depay looks pretty great. The Thauvin looks pretty sick as well. He'd make a very, very good cam, but like I said, 400k. I ain't going anywhere near that other than to make some coins. So let me know what you think. Should I go through and buy all of the players from all the different leagues and we can either do the SBC for cheap or sell them on and make a fortune? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. What other videos you would like to see? That is where I'm going to leave this on. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just had a bit of a chat. Made loads of coins. Well, we got 167,000 coins. We've made like, what did we start the episode on? Like 117k. So we made like 50k yesterday. Pretty bloody decent. 10 days of that and we can buy ourselves a Gattuso. But to be honest, once I sell my investments, I can probably buy him anyway. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.